Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mewdunnit, or a Meowder Most Yowl. This is a cats-themed murder mystery that I wrote. I'm Susan Alexandrite. Thank you for joining us. Um, and our lovely friends here will introduce themselves real quick, starting with Roma.
Hello, I'm Roma. I'm playing Marbles, and I use the they and them pronouns.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I use Sincere, and I am playing Dandelion Dandy, who uses he/it pronouns.
Hey, I'm Lex, they, them, and I will be playing Coriolanus, or Corey for short, who uses he, they pronouns.
Hey, I'm Wheels. I use they or she pronouns, and I will be portraying. Hold on, I got the whole thing written down here. I will be portraying the Dame, Sir, Lord, Lady, Mister, Mix, Madam, Slowblink the Fourth, Esquire, Earl of Tunis Sandwich, Duchess of Catalonia, PhD, MD, DDS, or Mix Slowblink for short.
I'm Forrest, they, them pronouns, and I will be portraying Marshmallow, or Mal for short.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I will be playing Prima Bella, she, they pronouns.
I'm Audrey, she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Jeremy, who uses he, they pronouns.
Wonderful. So, just to set the scene here, almost everyone here, their characters are part of the same cat clan in this city, and the leader of this clan was murdered last night. Um, to give you a rundown of the crime scene, she was killed sometime after midnight, but long before dawn, and she was killed where her body was found in the alley behind the Malted Goose, the dive bar which she lived above. The cause of death was blood loss from a particularly deep cut to the throat. The weapon was likely the perpetrator's own claws. There are signs of a struggle between the leader and the perpetrator. Boxes and trash cans were knocked out of place, further indication of a struggle. There is significant blood splatter around the scene, including two sets of bloody paw prints. The first set, belonging to the leader, led to where she collapsed and died. The second set, likely the perpetrator, led away from the scene and down the street before fading. Patches of fur were found, but it was impossible to tell which, if any, belonged to the perpetrator, as the leader was known to have guests, some of whom may have shed at some point. And that was what the CSI found. That is cat slaying investigations.
Of course.
So, without further ado, let me throw it over to Forrest, the leader's second in command, now interim leader, for last respects.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank you all for coming tonight to pay respects to our departed leader. I know that not all of us see eye to eye, but QZ Pop was close to each of us in one way or another. A mother, a sister, a friend. She lived a good life, was taken from us far too soon. But I have to admit that I had a bit of an ulterior motive for summoning you all here. From what the little miceys tell me, all of you had contact with her before she was murdered last night. Therefore, I know one of you must be her murderer. So, let's discuss the facts, shall we? Let's be truthful, please, and each explain your whereabouts last night, who you were with, what you saw. From there, we'll come to a consensus on who we think did it. Then, at the risk of disrespecting our leader's beloved memory, we'll be taking justice into our own paws. We will swiftly and without mercy enact our revenge. No one leaves this room until we claw our way to the bottom of this, and to ensure of that, there are members of our clan posted outside the doors and windows with strict instructions to kill anyone who tries to leave before justice is served. So, start mewing.
Mm. Fine. I'll go first. It was around sunset. I was hanging out with Prima Bella and Jeremy. And I went to go talk to Mom. it didn't go as the way I wanted. So I went and blew off some steam and spoke with Jeremy, and then ran into Coriolanus over here. And then went to the... Sorry. Ended up just spending the night in the park until I fell asleep.
Well, I don't know why I'm here. I mean, to think that I would kill my own sister is just. But since I'm being forced to defend myself, I was with Jeremy and Marbles around sunset, though I did meet with my sister and Dandelion a couple hours before midnight. After about an hour or so, I did leave. And I didn't see her again until I went to find her the next day and found her dead behind her home.
I personally would like to keep this short, at least for my attendance. I went to the Malted Goose last night. It's an establishment, there are customers. So I was there. I happened to be in town. Coriolanus, in fact, saw me entering the establishment. Simple as that. I don't know why I need to be here in particular.
Mm-hmm.
So you were at the scene of the crime.
The scene of the crime does happen to be a bar, so yes, I was there at the bar. Yes.
Convenient.
Not for me, I assure you. I have things to do with my own clan, and I did not plan on this change in my schedule today.
I'm sure.
Why did you come then?
I've been to all 8 of QZ Pop's previous funerals. It's important to me that I find evidence that she's really passed. As you know, we had a bit of a rivalry in the past, and when it comes to such matters, you want to make sure. I still have my suspicions about that 6th funeral.
Well, I just got back into town. Y'all know, I wander. I got back, wandered around, visited some of the humans who like me. Got some food, went, visited around. Uh, I did see some of y'all wandering as well. Hung out with Corey for a little bit. Uh, and I also was at the Malta Goose for a little bit. I saw Prima Bella there and a couple other folks. Visited with QC Pop for a bit and then left. But I didn't see much else.
Did anything in particular bring you back to town?
It's just that time of year. You know, it's getting warmer.
Um, Maybe we should all just take a second, you know?
I don't believe we've heard your side of the story yet.
Well, my side of the story is pretty well covered by Marbles and Primavera. We were hanging out. We, finished hanging out, and then Marbles and I were gonna go talk to Mom, but we saw Corey on the roof, and I mean, we saw Corey on the roof. So then we went to the park.
What would seeing Corey on the roof have anything to do with you going to the park?
Because Corey was being kind of a dick and it pissed Marbles off, so we went to the park.
Whoa, hey.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Marbles?
I was having a bad time, and I don't like being shit just being said to me, so I had to go blow some steam. It's fine.
How exactly did the
Interesting.
steam blow? Did you take this sort of anger out on someone else?
No, Jeremy stopped that.
That's why we went to the park.
I see.
So, Marbles, I mean, you showed up while I was having my nightly meeting with the leader. We were just, discussing. I don't remember now. It wasn't important.
How professional.
Yeah, Marbles showed up acting pretty weird. But I didn't find anything else out before I was dismissed. So, what was all that about? But you said it was important, but you wouldn't talk about it in front of me. Like, was your allowance of rats this month not enough or something?
I was actually talking to Mom how I should be having your job.
You think I want to be a leader?
Then let it go and let me be leader.
Okay. Maybe we all just calm down a little bit. Everybody take 5, grab a milk. You know, we're not going anywhere until we figure this out, obviously. Just cool off for a second, you know?
Oh, you've got me convinced to stay. I'd love to see the QZ Pop clan unravel before my eyes.
You just love drama, don't you?
Keep this up and I'm
Yes.
gonna unravel my claws, I swear. I don't even know. We all know you did it, White.
Excuse me?
What? You have the you
If I were to do this job, I would have done it cleaner. I would have moved the body. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have gotten my little claws dirty. You think this is my work? This is amateurish.
Interesting.
Hey, Dandy, can I talk to you a little bit?
Yeah. What's up?
Um, so I'm glad to see you, right? Like, it's nice to see
Yeah.
you in town again.
It's always good to see you. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah, it's
Not under these circumstances, oh.
right. Yeah. So the thing is just like I don't want to say it in front of everybody, but like when I was taking Marbles to calm down, I'm pretty sure I saw you on the roof. I don't know, like it's weird, right?
I did visit. I visited QZ Pop last night, so it's but I visit QZ Pop every time I come into town. We always have our catch up time.
Yeah, but I mean at like midnight?
I was hunting for a midnight snack. I saw a rat.
I mean, you must
There's
have better
always a lot
eyesight.
of rats around there.
I can't really tell if you're doing the metaphor thing right now, but I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because I like you. It
You know me, I'm a straight shooter. I don't do metaphors and all that nonsense.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not like suggesting anything. I just was curious because
No,
it was
I
pretty
understand.
late
You
and
saw me. I get it. You got to check all the boxes before you can make any kind of decisions.
well, it's like it's one thing if if me and my sibling go to see mom because she's our mom
Hmm.
at like midnight, right? But it's just I don't know. It just seemed weird. Seemed weird. That's all.
I got no other explanation. I was just hunting around, trying to find myself a late night snack.
No, I totally get it. That's cool. That makes sense. Um, yeah. I mean, I'm glad to see you. So
I
glad you're
did
back. But
I did see something though that I didn't want to say while everybody was talking.
yeah,
Um when I was on the roof, when I caught my rat and I was about to jump down, I saw Marshmallow run off from the back alley.
Like it, like from the where mom was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's not good.
No. And I hope it was just a circumstance of finding, or maybe they had a small something. Honestly, I don't think that Ma would have done it,
It's
but
really, I mean, it's hard to believe a
honestly, I
lot of
can't believe
people here.
any of us would have done it, except for one person.
Well, I mean, you got to ask yourself why Miss Slobink is even here. But look, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. It doesn't seem like something they're capable of either. So,
Not at least by their own paw, as they said.
I mean, I don't know. I knew him pretty well when we were growing up, but yeah, I guess we just gotta ride this one out, right?
Yeah.
Figure out what all happened.
Yeah, we figure out what happened, we find the culprit, and then things won't go back to normal, but I can stick around for a little while. I can help out as much as I can. You know, I got the experience on me. Help get whoever comes up next to just fall into the role a little easier.
That would be great.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be great.
whatever y'all need. You know I'm good for it. I'll be in town for a while.
We can go to whoever is next. Showrunners.
Is anyone going to refill my milk?
You have to do that yourself when you're here.
No.
The bowl is
Oh,
literally over there.
and I'm right here, and that's a problem.
Oh no, the glorious Mick Slowblink can't walk 5 feet.
That's correct. I have people to do that for me.
Not here, you don't.
Mal, can I please speak to you for a moment?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, in a minute.
Um, look, mixed snowblink. Here, I'll just. Can I have your cup? Because I'm just gonna dip it in the bowl for
That would
refilling
be
your milk.
wonderful.
Don't do that. Don't.
I mean, we were sort of siblings at one point, right? So here you go.
I appreciate this, Jeremy. It's been too long since we've caught up. Maybe we should find some time and talk about old times.
Yeah, yeah.
Me more.
I can't believe you would lump me in with the rest of them.
I couldn't not like include you. I'm including everyone else. It would look bad. I'm the freaking leader now. I just don't know how to process any of this.
I don't process any of this either. I mean, I was the one who found her. I just don't know why you would make me stay here with the cat who killed my sister.
I mean, don't you
Whoever
want
that may be.
revenge too? I know you didn't do it.
I mean,
You would never.
I do, but this is just a lot right now.
I know. I don't know. I didn't know what else to do. I don't know what I'm doing. Listen, who do you think did it?
I really don't know. I mean, well, I know for a fact it wasn't either of us, but I don't really know at this point. I'm scared.
Yeah, I know. It's just so much more horrible. Listen, so tell me who you saw again. Remind me. Help me put this together.
briefly met up with Jeremy and Marbles early on in the night. But I didn't see QZ Pop or Dandelion until about a few hours before midnight. We were just there catching up for about an hour, and after that I went home.
Hmm. Where were you, like, in the middle of that? I came to see you after I'd done some hunting, but you weren't home.
Out.
Out? What do you mean? There's murderers afoot.
I know, and I swear I had nothing to do with this. I just wasn't around.
Baby, you know that that's a very sketchy thing to say right now.
I know, but you have to trust me.
Like, I trusted her?
I mean, I trust in you, and after all these years together, I would hope that you'd trust in me too.
I do. Okay, I don't know. We have to figure this out. We have to figure this out. I saw Corey last night. And they said they were worried about you.
Corey say.
Just that they're worried about you.
Oh, I worry about Corey too. I mean, that's my best friend, but no one has anything to worry about, aside from dealing with this grief.
Okay. Well, should we go back to the rest?
Yeah, just know that I have nothing but faith in you. I know you didn't do this, and I know you know that I didn't do this, so we're in this together, okay? I love you.
And so that's why I only use organic cat grass now.
Oh, Lord.
There's just no substituting quality.
Listening to you talk is like listening to claws on a chalkboard.
Uh, you don't appreciate the received pronunciation? I could understand from your more lowly status. It might
Hey,
seem strange.
don't talk to them like that.
Hey, Prima, do you have a second?
You seem to have pulled aside the wrong cat. How's it going, Corey?
So where do you even get like organic cat grass?
Again, oh my god.
It does take my second a decent trip outside of town, but it's only a 20-minute jaunt.
What makes it like better than regular cat grass? Is it, I mean,
Well, it's organic, so I believe that involves having organs in it.
Hey, uh, are you okay? Because,
I mean, as okay as I could be, I mean, considering the circumstances.
well, yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm talking about, because you were fucked up last night.
What exactly did you see?
Um, well, I saw it was you and what's it? It was you, Marbles, and Jeremy. I know you three were hanging out. And then y'all got into some stuff that probably shouldn't have been gotten into. Like, you went on a rampage.
What?
Do you like remember that at all? Like you like came after me.
I don't remember this. What happened?
You don't remember the plant nursery?
No, uh I remember meeting with Jeremy and Marbles. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, uh I don't really remember anything. The couple of hours after that, after we separated, uh, okay, after we separated, I remember. No, right when we separated, I remember Marbles talking to QZ Pop about something. Um, I went to lie down while while the spider plant effects wore off. Um, might have seen Mal hunting nearby. Um, but after a while, and it had worn off. That was when I saw QZ Pop and Dandelion, and then I may have indulged in a bit more of the spider plant. And that's really all I remember before waking up.
Fuck, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm
maybe
so
we like
sorry.
it's listen, it happened, can't change it. I'm willing to move past it. Just like maybe stay away from the stuff. That's it's no joke.
Oh, no, I know that now. I just I can't apologize enough. I mean, you mean so much to me. You're my best friend, and the fact that I came after you, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Just, you know, maybe keep the whole spider plant stuff under wraps, at least for now.
Yeah, no, nobody really knows about this, except for Jeremy and Marbles. But please don't tell Mal.
Yeah, no, of course. Absolutely not. Jeez, God, no. Wow, no. Uh, speaking of Jeremy, I mean, you said you don't really remember a whole lot after, you know, but I don't know, he didn't come home last night.
I mean, Jeremy, if I'm being completely honest, I don't really suspect Jeremy of too much. I mean, just doesn't seem like a cat who really has that in them, you know?
I mean, I didn't think so either. But I also didn't think that QC Pop could ever go like that, you know?
Yes. But I appreciate you keeping this under wraps. And just know that I mean, I I know you didn't do it. I
And
mean, you're Corey. Like, there's no way you could have done something like that.
and I know you couldn't have done something like that. Like neither of us are really capable of that, right? Right?
No.
Okay.
Um, thank you again, and I'm really sorry. But should we head back to the group?
Probably.
Okay.
Does anyone have any good memories of Mom?
I mean, I got some stories if y'all want to hear them, but I don't know if they're appropriate for some of the
I
younger cats in the room.
I don't want to hear any of your stories about mom anymore, Dandy. I don't. That's you told one, it was enough.
This
I don't
sounds
need
like
to
Mom.
remember her like that.
All right.
Goodness.
So
Do
many
you
good
have any
memories.
that are appropriate?
I've got a few. Uh, like this one time we were, oh, where were we? Oh, we were at the creek, and we were looking for bullfrogs, cause listen, everybody always puts down on frogs because they think that they're nasty, but they are good eating. This was a while ago, though. There ain't no bullfrogs at that creek no more. But
That's very French of
sh-
you.
okay, I did not hear that. Can you repeat it?
Oh, that's very French of you. Very fancy.
But, you get some other things like crawdad claws and stuff with them. They're good. Uh,
Sometimes when we were finished doing business, we would just lay in a sunbeam together. And she had this little tiny spring that was so fun to play with.
I remember back before I was adopted, Husey and I, we liked running through people's gardens. um, we liked looking at the flowers. Uh, almost got caught a couple of times, but it was always worth it.
There was a moment in the last clan war where the two of us finally had the opportunity to go claw to claw, and I feel that in that moment I truly felt an equal. And this is infrequent for me, and so it's a
hey,
great loss to not have anyone match my prowess.
hey, Marbles, let's go over there for while they tell this story.
Yeah, please.
How are you holding up, kiddo?
It's good. Sorry, now that I've been trying to stay tough. It is so hard.
I know it's so hard.
I miss
You
mom
don't
so
have to be
much.
tough for this. You don't
I
gotta
miss-
be tough for this. You just gotta be your mother's child. That's all you gotta be right now. You don't have to be anything else.
We gotta figure out who did this.
I know, and you can rough them up as much as you want once we figure it out. So I know you're gonna take a piece right out of them, but right
I'm
now
gonna,
you feel free to just be. All right?
I'm gonna teach him. I'm gonna do it. You taught me so much when I was a kitten. I'm gonna.
You're a good scrapper. I taught you
Oh,
good.
thank you. So, what did you and mom talk about when you came and visited her?
The usual stuff. I talked about where I'd been, what I'd seen, what some of the further out clans have been doing. Caught up about what's been going on here. Just the usual boring adult cat stuff. You know?
That's a much better last conversation than I had. I wish that wasn't the last thing that I said to her. I wish that wasn't the last time I saw her. It's just I
I know she wouldn't have held anything you said against you. Your
just
mama loved you so much.
I know, but I wasn't even sober. I didn't even get to enjoy that time with her.
There's only so much you can do with what ifs to be done in the past, but they don't mean nothing going forward.
I know.
You
I
gotta
just
remember all the other times that you had.
I just wanted to make her proud. I
And
wanted to
you did time and time over.
Then why didn't she make me the second? Why? I'm strong. I can lead. I'm one of her children. I can do it.
I
But
know you
no,
can.
it has to be Mal. Mal's the one. What the hell? I'm sorry. I don't mean to just start venting at you.
No, it's alright. If I can't say anything to say I speak for your mother, but I think I knew her pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was a case of knowing where to put the best person for the job. And it's not that Mal is better than you at being a leader, but that you are the best person we have to defend. You are the person who keeps everybody safe. You are the best at that. You have always been the best at that. You have such a strong drive to keep us safe.
Thank
And
you.
if you were caught up in meetings and diplomacy, and you get right frustrated in those things. I get frustrated in those things. Sometimes I can't tell what the heck they're talking about.
I don't see why I can't do both, but I
It's a
appreciate
hard
you.
job.
Thank you. You've always been so kind to us and our family. Thank
Of
you.
course. You are like a child to me at this point. You are like my own child. And I would do anything for you.
Thank you.
Are you ready to go back to the others?
Yeah,
Or do you need...
I could put a brave face on.
Alright. If you need to walk away again, just tag me. We can walk away again, okay?
Will do.
Or I
Thank
can
you.
cover for you. Whatever you need.
Thank you.
Love you, kiddo.
I love you too. Goodness.
So do we want to order like a fruit plate or
Oh, I have something in here. Just a moment. I think
Now, what are we coming back to? What is happening?
Oh.
would a mouse satisfy you?
I could go for a mouse. Yeah, sure.
I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you. I'll eat it.
Did you bring enough to share?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's some fish left
Yeah,
over.
of course you didn't. Yeah, that tracks.
Coriolanus, would you mind speaking with me around the corner?
Uh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Now, appreciate you meeting me like this, and I appreciate your discretion with regards to our arrangement. It's very much appreciated, especially in these difficult times, these transitionary times. There are two matters I would like to discuss with you. Would you prefer to begin with the smaller or the larger?
Oh boy. Uh, we'll go with the smaller, I guess.
Uh, I believe I saw you on the roof of the Malted Goose last night. You mentioned that you were. We were about to have a conversation, but you mentioned that you were waiting for someone. Is that what was going on there?
Um, yeah, I was up on the roof. Yeah. Um, I was just, you know, I was waiting around for to see if I could catch marbles, but
Catch marbles just for a casual hang, or
I mean, yeah, like it had been a while since we sort of hung out, so I just wanted to catch up, see what they were on about.
I see. Well, if that's truly all there is to it, let's move on to the second matter of business. As I believe you have gathered in the year or so of peace that our two clans have had, uh, me and QZ Pop did come to a fondness for one another. We had grown closer in recent months, despite our pasts. And how to put this delicately, uh, when I was in their bedchambers last evening, ah, Dandelion, that dandelion one came bursting through the window. Uh, I don't. There was a misunderstanding over why I was there. I just bolted. And would have suggested Dandelion to be the culprit, but when I returned, things were even stranger. Not only uh, did I see QZ Pop there, well, but uh, uh, Primabella was there as well, and I believe she noticed my noticing that there was blood on her claws. She claimed to be have just arrived there recently to find the body already there, but I am not so quick to believe such tall tales. Uh, Marshmallow was present as well with uh, a sort of downtrodden, perhaps guilty look. So, anyway, I'm rambling at this point, but if it were me and I had to name someone, it'd be one of those three: Dandelion, Marshmallow, or Primabella. And I would like to wrap this up as quickly as we can, but given my position, I'm not really in a place to be making accusations. And I was wondering if you could stir the pot for me with that regard?
Just sort of like sow seeds you're talking about?
Or full on accusations, whatever will get this wrapped up quicker. The culprit is certainly among those three.
Okay. I mean, out of the three, Dandy's kind of the one I know the least.
It
Maybe it
was
is
a
though.
particularly thoughtless killing, so it would fit them, but Primabella's bloody claws leave me to believe that they are the most likely. But I'll trust your instincts. You know this rabble better than I.
I don't. I don't know. Like I try to imagine Prima Bella doing something like this, and I just can't. Like it's just not in their character. I don't know why they had bloody claws, but
Well, they were in a fight with someone last night. I can't talk to them. We've had our dalliances in the past, me and Primabella, and it wouldn't behoove me to bring up the past. So uh, I think it's best that you bring up these matters.
yeah, sure, I can talk to her. Is there
Should
anything
we
else?
return to the lesser cats?
I don't know about lesser. I mean, we can go back. I don't know about. I'm not here to talk about the whole
Come
social
along,
hierarchy.
Coriolanus.
Yep.
Loving the vibe at this party.
It's great.
It's a
It's
funeral.
a wake / accusation party.
Could we get that part of the festivities rolling? I've got business to attend to.
Festivities.
Well,
I'm sure
then why
you'd
don't
like
you
to leave.
accuse someone?
These are not my people. I don't have the information. I wouldn't know. I barely know any of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yet you were so close to some of us.
Would you
I
like
mean,
to
at one
elaborate?
point,
That's true, Jeremy. And like I said, we
How
absolutely.
many? My God.
um,
Never mind.
Marbles, Primavera, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, so, so look, um, here's the thing. I'm kind of worried
Mm-hmm.
about, um, like you guys haven't told anyone about the spider plant, right?
Not explicitly.
No, I mean
I
about the, the,
No.
what we
No.
learned.
No.
I told Corey.
You told Corey?
Corey's my best friend. I can trust them. I mean, I attacked them last night.
We or you?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You've
I just
been,
remember meeting up with you two, indulging in some spider plant, things are kind of a blur.
Did you do more after we met up?
You didn't.
I did.
Oh,
I just think that maybe that I don't know. I mean, you're older than me. You know whether or not it's dangerous. It just seems like it's a lot, you know?
I know that now. I mean, I I barely remember what happened last night. I just know that I got into some kind of fight and I don't know who it was with. I know it couldn't have been QZ Pop. There was no way I would ever hurt her. But
I
I'm
mean, what
afraid
if
I
you
hurt
didn't know
someone
it
and
was
I don't.
her? You said you don't remember.
But I mean, it doesn't matter how much spider plant I've taken. There's no way I would hurt my sister.
I mean,
hmm.
I guess I believe you.
I don't
I
know.
just didn't know if anybody. I didn't tell anybody, what the spirits said, but just guess I was wondering if you guys had.
No,
Spoke
not
to
even.
you?
Okay then. I mean, obviously it wasn't any of us, right? Like we know that, right?
Yeah, none of
Okay.
us.
Okay. So if we find anything out, we could tell each other.
Yeah,
Okay.
I still got my eyes on slow blink, but
I mean,
It's really
I think
weird that they're here, but I mean, I did I did grow up with them a little bit, like when I was younger, so it's just hard to imagine them doing it, you know?
their existence
But
pisses me off. So I don't know.
yeah, I know. I know. Um, well, I guess we just need to go talk to the others and see what we can find.
I mean,
Yeah,
before we do, I'm trying to piece together what happened, but Marbles, you said you had to talk to your mother about something. What was that about?
I was mad. T- I wanted to be the second, but no, Mal has to be the second, and Mom told me no, and Mom figured out that I wasn't sober, and just made it more a reason why I couldn't be the second, and I had, I was just pissed, and I left. So not the best last conversation to have with Mom,
Oh,
but
Marbles, I'm so sorry.
it's all my fault.
It's
I just.
it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Not.
If I wasn't so pissed off about everything, she would be fine. I would have been there. She would have been safe. Get it together, Marbles. Get it together. Now I have to be strong now. I don't have time to. But yeah, no, that's. And then we ran into Corey and.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
What was Corey doing on the roof? Did you see?
I was. I was seeing red. I have no idea.
Um, I mean, mostly Corey was being kind of a jerk about Spider Plant. I don't know how they knew about it.
I mean, they were worried. They knew about the spider plant though?
I
Specifically
mean,
spider plant or
It was kind of obvious what I was on.
yeah, they were the ones who
either,
confronted me about it, saying that I was on something and tried to come at them. That's why I told them. I mean, but we can trust Corey.
I mean, I want to trust Corey. And I mean, I'm sure that they've guessed that I've been on Spider Plant before. So I don't know.
Corey's always been so cool. Like, it's been. I just. I trust Corey, but it just sucks being told by somebody you look up to that you're doing something wrong, twice in one night.
I know, and nobody believes that it's real. Like, we're the only ones who know it's real, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's just let's see what the others say, okay?
Yeah.
It'll be
just,
okay.
keep your ears open. Again, just trying to piece together what happened last night, and I don't remember who I attacked. So if you
We'll
could
help you fill in
really-
the gaps, okay?
Thank
Mhm.
you. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, big yawn.
oh yeah, the biggest. Ah, it's coming again. Oh, blah. All right.
It is
Does
about
anyone
time
have a
for
laser
that
pointer?
afternoon stretch.
I mean, I only got like 11 hours of sleep last night, so it's not a lot.
Ooh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Lex, do you mind if we
Hmm?
talk?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, Corey, do you mind if we talk?
Either one.
Mixing
It's
up my
fine.
names here. Hey, so I'm sorry about what I said about you earlier, even though you were being a little bit of a jerk. I know it's just because you're worried, but it's not a big deal. Like the spider plant's not a big deal.
It's a big deal. I can promise you, it's a big deal.
How do you know though? You've said that before.
So, okay. So, elephant in the room. I have I ever like told you like about the lab?
I mean, not a lot. I mean, I know it was awful. Kind of like my first year was pretty awful, but I didn't want to push you to talk about it.
I know. I appreciate that. Like, there's a lot of stuff I've rather forget about it, which is kind of cool because I do forget about it a lot. But sorry, trying to. What was I saying? Wait. No. I got it. Hang on. Spider plant.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Um, it's. I mean, you know this by now, but it's hallucinogenic. I don't know. When they were using it back at the lab, it was something about they wanted to they were messing with memories, right?
Um,
And
oh,
so, you know, taking as much spider plant as you guys did last night, it like that it can seriously fuck you up. Like you lose months.
okay, you don't know how much spider plant we took last night. First of all, it wasn't that much. Um, but I am like a little bit worried about how much Prima Bella's been hitting it, you know? Because it's like not just when we hang out anymore.
Yeah, that's it's got me worried too. Maybe
I know that you don't think, I know that you think, I know you think it's all in our heads or whatever, the kind of stuff that we see with spider plant, but it's like I ignored it last night and I think that if I hadn't, then something would have been different.
I mean, what could you have done different?
I mean, I could have told mom that she was going to be murdered because the spirits told me.
And she would have believed you?
Probably not. She would have been mad. She was mad at marbles for spider plant, so I don't know for sure.
I mean, the last thing I want you to do is blame yourself for any of this.
I just, it's all just really weird, and I feel like I saw, you know, Dandy on the roof, and I saw you on the roof, and surely you weren't just up there to, you know, lecture me and Marbles about spider plants more.
Well, that's kind of exactly why I was up there. I was worried. It was a lot. It was a
How
lot.
how would you even have known that we were gonna be up there that late?
I mean, I had a hunch. I was hoping you guys would end up around there eventually. I didn't know where you guys were going, but you know, the bar's a familiar place, so I figured, why not there?
Yeah, I mean, Marbles was pretty upset after talking to Mom, so we were gonna go talk to her together, but it just they were mad after what you said, and I was too. So we went and slept in the park.
I mean, I didn't want to upset you guys.
I know, and I'm sorry I didn't come home last night.
Yeah, where were you?
Like I said, we slept in the park. Marbles needed to cool down, and I couldn't leave him alone. Not with the amount of spider plant that was involved, so I just stayed with them.
Okay, I trust you.
I trust you too, okay?
Yeah.
Um, we can go back to everybody now. Just please don't tell anybody about the spider plant.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Thanks.
Anyone tried that new tuna place on Calico?
No, because they don't throw anything good out.
Oh, well, that just means that everyone's eating it all up. It is quite tasty.
My humans did bring some home for me the other day, and it was fantastic.
I
It's
always bring the
mostly
best stuff.
mayonnaise.
You say that like it's an issue.
Mayonnaise is just egg.
Texturally, it's not good.
Well, I could just lap it up all day.
Yeah, you do like soft palate things, don't you?
I am a little on the delicate side, that is correct.
Why don't we have a conversation real quick?
Yes, let's. Uh, what were you doing last night?
What were you doing last night?
What I do in the company of another person's bedchambers is between me and them. Especially because when I left, she was still alive.
When I left, she was still alive too. We had an argument, and I left.
An argument
You,
about
on the
what?
other hand, if you had still been there,
If I had still been there, you, please, you, what am I, your bodyguard now? I wouldn't deign.
bodyguard, no. Ooh. Your soft paws, your delicate persona and facade. I wish that everybody else could see the how fake that is. Just how
Look,
you have.
as long as I'm looking good, I don't care if they're real or silicone, honey. As long as it's doing the job. But this is beside the point. What was this altercation you got in with QZ Pop last night?
It was an argument. We argued about. We argued about her relationship with you.
Well, it seems like I'm not the one you should have been worried about.
Now,
You're
Cutie Pop
certain
can
that she was.
do whatever she wants, but you, the blood on your paws, And the fact that she could. I left.
There were no blood on these paws last night. That's what we're here for, is it not?
I don't know. You could have come back after you left.
What did you see after I left?
We argued. I got too heated, so I removed myself from the situation. Left. I went across town to go cool off, and sleep it off. I was gonna come back today and talk to her. Like, without all of this. Claws put away. But as I was leaving, I did see Marshmallow.
As did I, along with Prima Bella. Neither of them looked particularly innocent to my eyes.
I don't think Prima Bella could have done anything.
Explain your suspicions of Marshmallow.
Oh. I don't know how much you know about the kid, but I don't particularly trust them. They've been fine, but there's like a feeling.
The motive is certainly there, angling for the job, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the sunbeam has moved. I'm trying to change it here.
The sun is just blinding off your fur.
It's lovely this time of day.
Mm.
I always go to this room right around now.
But especially after Marbles got passed over and Mal got selected, it's just when I was talking with QZ Pop earlier in the day, like we were talking about that, and there's just a feeling. And you should know as well as anybody else that when I get a feeling, it usually turns out to be right. How many of your plans have I foiled from that?
You've gotten lucky in the past. Maybe your luck isn't running out today either.
Not all black cats are unlucky.
In this case, we share some similar suspicions. Are you prepared to outright accuse Marshmallow or not at that point?
If other people are on the same page about it, possibly, but I don't know how well just two of us, especially because everybody knows we don't like each other.
I believe Coriolanus could be persuaded to join our side of the argument. We did have a discussion earlier.
I do like that kid. They've got a good head on their shoulders.
Should we return?
I guess. Just if you make a wrong move.
Oh, I never make mistakes.
So it's like worms are definitely worse than fleas, but are they worse than mange? I don't really know.
Worms,
All pretty bad.
worst. Worms, worst.
They are all terrible.
Mange is way worse. Y'all ain't had it, but I have. And it is way worse because you're just itching. Even
I
worse
had
than
it
if
as
you
a
had
kitten,
fleas.
but I don't really remember that.
It's like fleas plus if you were sitting in not in a nice sunbeam, but you're outside on a hot day and it's like 80% humidity and you itch. It feels like your skin's on fire.
Gives me the willies.
Thankfully, I got took to a vet by some very nice people.
Can you say willies again?
Willies.
Okay,
Will.
that's.
Corey.
I just wanted to make sure I heard
Willies.
right.
Corey, I want to speak to you.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm just trying to figure this out. Listen, you know, I respect you and our friendship, but I did notice that you had some scratches on your face this morning, and you wouldn't say anything about it.
I mean, you know me, those could have come from anywhere.
Corey. What do you know?
Nothing. Listen, like, people get scratched by a lot of things.
Why did you tell me you were worried about Prima Bella last night?
I mean, I worry about her constantly. Is that any different from any other night? I mean, you tell me. I can't remember most nights, so.
You seemed real unsettled. And when I tried to talk to her about it, I don't know. Something's not sitting right.
I don't know. Maybe she was just having an off night.
Corey, please.
I'm telling you what I know. Honestly. Put the rest of
Well,
my 9 lives on it.
something's off. Something's off with everyone.
I mean,
And did
yeah,
you know
somebody
about
died.
before that something was off? Did you know about Cusie Pop and Mix Slow Blink?
No. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait.
Yeah, I've been keeping that secret for far too long. And how many of us, not me, but the group, the clan, has Mixed Slow Blink been creeping around for so long?
Whoa.
I think they're trying to weaken the clan from within. Decided it wasn't happening quickly enough and turned to murder.
Wait, but like to what end?
I don't fucking know anything anymore.
That's wild.
I don't know. And I feel like I woke up in a nightmare. I just feel like I don't know what's happening.
I mean, I guess I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. Let me just say.
Thank you. I don't know. Let's go back to the group. I feel I need to figure this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about that one for a while.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Now, if you want real good food, you want good eating, and you don't want to go way out in the woods for it, y'all really, really gotta go to that house that's off like 3rd Street. The one that's got the big grill in the back. The dad is always making things. You get smoked meat all the time. And if you show up and you put on your best cat eyes, your best wet beast look, like they'll give you anything. They'll give you anything.
I'm
It
glad
is
we finally come to an agreement. The brisket is divine.
melts in your mouth. As long as you don't eat it too fast.
Hey, Marbles, do you got a second?
Yeah, I got a second, Corey.
Yeah. Hey, so I was talking with some of the other people gathered, and
Yeah, you're popular.
oh, it's the worst. Um,
You could say that. Oh man.
anyway, um, I was trying to figure out where Jeremy ended up last night.
With me. Yeah, if it wasn't if it wasn't for Jeremy, I would be a much bigger mess. Yeah, Jeremy. And I want to first apologize about yesterday, last night.
Ah,
I wasn't in the right headspace, and being told twice by people I look up to that I'm not doing good and I'm not doing good enough or not doing the right thing really
oh,
got to me. And but Jeremy made sure that I didn't get too reactive, and I just want to apologize.
yeah, no, yeah, it's fine.
But we ended up in the park um after running into you, and just took a quick 11-hour nap.
Yeah, Y'all needed it. But that's exactly what he told me before. Okay, so I know it's not you two, right? Right.
No, I would not. I wouldn't. Gotta keep a straight face. I would not do that to mom. I no.
Okay.
We would not do that to mom.
So between you and me, do you have like any suspicions towards anybody?
I really don't like that Slow Blink is here. It's on site. On site. I have no doubt in my mind that they have something to do with this, but otherwise, I don't know. I mean, Mal's worked. Mal might piss me off, but Mal's worked by mom's side for so long. I know Prima Bella wouldn't. I know that she wouldn't do it, but I also know that between you and I, she doesn't remember a whole lot. And I wasn't there to watch her. Otherwise, I can't think of anybody. I can't think of anybody else besides Slow Blink.
Do you know Dandelion very well?
Oh yeah, Dandelion's like a dad to me.
So they couldn't have done it.
No, that's the softest, not softest, the sweetest yet strongest heart. I wouldn't be who I am today without Dandy.
Okay. So really, it's down to Slow Blink or Mal.
Who thinks Mal did it?
Oh, I thought you said that.
Oh no, I was going down the list of people who I didn't think did it. I'm sorry. I
Got it,
think
got it,
Slow
got it.
Blink did it.
Okay.
I don't think that Prima Bella would have done it. I don't think Dandy would have done it. I don't think that'd be crazy if Mal did it. But Jeremy obviously was with me. I trust you.
I don't see Slow Blink doing that on her own. Like,
You got my gears turning actually.
yeah?
No, they piss me off, but you're right. They're kind of soft. So maybe I'm not looking in the right place.
We're looking for a henchman.
Possible. But we would have noticed that by now. Right?
I mean, there's a lot that gets by me, I'm not gonna lie.
You're right. I don't know. I guess we got to find out if we've seen anybody else besides who's in this room. And then
For
it'll
sure.
give us our answer. But
Okay.
yeah. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about? Anything you wanted to ask?
If I think of something, I'll let you know.
Okay, I'll be around. Thank you. And again, I'm so sorry. I wasn't in the right place.
C'est la vie.
Thank you.
It's getting to be second dinner, is it not?
Second dinner already?
There any crunchies around here?
I think
Not
I
that
saw
I
a
can see,
bag
no.
over there,
Oh,
but
I think
it's
I'd
like
love a bag of crunchies.
I'd really go for a laser pointer right about now.
Oh, God, yeah.
I can never catch them.
Yeah, isn't that just the way?
just ain't trying hard enough.
If you, like, slap it enough, I've been able to, like, trap it in a corner, but other than that.
Still then disappears.
You gotta listen. Take it from old hat. You gotta find the source. If you
Is
can
this
find
like
the
a Plato's
source-
allegory of the cave sort of thing?
I have no
Oh,
idea what that means, but I'm
Dandy
just saying.
doesn't do like double speak at all,
No.
metaphors or anything.
If you find the source, then you find the light. And then you can just take it.
This is just Plato's allegory of the cave, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm speaking very literally. I've done it. I have caught that thing. I have taken it.
What did it taste like?
Is
Metallic.
Plato's alligator of the cave good?
I mean, alligator's pretty good.
It's a
Really?
dry read, but it's interesting.
You can read?
I can be read too. I can.
That's not
as
the
long
same
as there's
thing, and
some
you know
news
that's not
added
the
in, I
same
can
thing.
understand. Oh, please.
It's not the same thing.
Hey, Jeremy, Dandy, can I
Yeah,
talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
What's
I
up?
I just had an interesting conversation with Corey, and they're always interesting. But did you see anyone that wasn't part of the clan or Slowblink at all yesterday?
No. The
No,
only
I don't.
person I saw who was not part of our clan was Slowblink.
I didn't even see Slowblink yesterday.
Okay. I could be I'm just gonna say it. I think Slowblink did it, but that's just because I have immense beef with anybody who's not family.
Yeah.
But we also know that they're kind of a softie.
They don't get their claws dirty. She doesn't get her claws dirty. It's.
So I was just wondering if maybe she had someone do it for her, but
I was thinking that too. I had a conversation with Slowblink earlier, and I just kind of tried to lead a little bit, see if I couldn't get anything, and he seems real convinced that Mal did it.
I don't know. I don't know if Mal pisses me off, and I told the same thing to Corey, but she loves mom she just loves mom just as much as we do.
But there's motive there, and if Mal was given the resources and the support,
I
then
don't.
it's happened in
Um.
other clans. It's not ideal, but
So just look, Marbles. I know that you don't like Slowblink, and I don't think any of us really likes them. But I did like they're not bad just because they're not in our clan. Um, I don't know. All the clan stuff changes so fast, and I haven't been around that long. But maybe it's like they used to be friends or something. Couldn't that just be it?
Jeremy, you haven't seen some of the things that I have seen that cat motorcycle just drove past. Holy shit.
That was Marbles internally.
But
I know. I mean, maybe I just
they may not actually have the blood under their claws, but to use a metaphor, they've got blood on their paws all the same.
I just think that we're barking up the wrong tree. Oh,
We
nope,
ain't
that felt wrong to
dogs.
say.
We
I didn't
ain't
like that.
dogs.
We're not meowing at the right door.
Yeah, it's like we're not scratching at the right door, it feels like it's really, really obvious, right? The first place everybody would look is mom's rival. And I feel like if that was what had happened, Mick Slowbank would be sweating a lot more, you know? Because they know that they're the only one here who's like an outsider.
Slowblink keeps cool under pressure pretty easy.
I guess.
It's a trait. And they're very convincing to people who want something but don't really think they want it. And
So you think that they could have convinced Mal then?
I do think they could have convinced Mal, and convinced Mal that it was not even Slowblink's idea.
Hmm.
I
That
don't
does make
want,
some sort of sense.
yeah, I don't want to tear the alliance that we've got with Slowblink's clan apart with this, but there, something smells like rotten tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Danny, I know I said I didn't want to hear the stories you had about mom earlier, but like, were you guys close
Oh yeah.
in a way that would make
Mhm.
me not want to hear your inappropriate stories?
Out of character, this is me making a character decision.
Okay.
Some of them, but it's one of those where, you know, when you're young and you get very into each other and then it kind of slows down, settles down, you get more comfortable, you don't feel that urgent need as much.
Nope,
And
nope. Okay, you're saying too much. I don't need to know this.
I'm saying as we got older, it was much more just from like, if I had ever decided to put down the life that I lead, I would have put it down with her. That's what I will say about it. And you know,
Right.
part of that is her, part of that is the two of you. That's part of why I come back all the time, is the two of you.
We're glad you do.
Yeah.
You're both fantastic kids, and I know that you're going to help take care of the clan just as good as your mama did.
Thank you. Oh,
We should go back to everybody.
yeah.
All right. I love you both. You're both good kids.
Thank you.
Has anyone's humans watched anything good recently?
Who cares about that? I'm getting sick of this. The hair on my back's all raised, and I know that people are lying to me. Corey and Primavera, I talked to both of you. You both were sketchy. Corey, you wouldn't answer where the scratches on your face came from.
I said that they could have come from anywhere. I'm a clumsy cat. I don't know what to tell you.
Someone knows something. People know a lot of things, I bet.
If I could offer my 2 cents for just a moment, I don't think Primavera could have done anything. Not because I
don't
think
either.
that she's incapable, but just that doesn't seem normal, like a normal kind of behavior.
It certainly wasn't normal when she had blood on her claws last night. Did I mention that to the
What?
group? That Primabella had blood on her claws last night? I found it very strange.
What?
What isn't normal is that you're here. Again, what are you doing here? What relationship did you have with my sister?
Yeah.
Regardless of our relationship,
No,
Dandelion.
I think you should
in
answer
fact,
the question.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested too, actually.
I was fucking your mother. Dandelion can assure you that I had left the building by the time the murder took place.
Oh, Dandelion was there.
Yeah. I said I caught up with her. I spoke with her. I saw them, and spoke to Slowblink about this. The QC Pop and I got in a bit of an argument, but I left.
About what?
About that.
Oh, well, that's fair. I also argued with her about that quite a lot.
So we got a
You
bit of
knew?
argument.
You all knew this was going on.
I
Slowblink, you're
learned last
disgusting.
night.
No,
need
I
that
was
to be
talking
clear.
to Mal. You knew?
She told me things. Or really, I found things out that I didn't want to know.
Hard to miss when the whole room smells like that.
Ugh.
Worse than a litter box.
It's important to mark one's territory.
I don't know if this is your territory like that.
I'd like to talk about anything else.
Yeah. Mal, here's the thing. So you set this up. You invited McSlowblink. Obviously you knew. Is what else do you know? What else did she tell you?
I'd like to know that too.
She loved you kids.
Now tell us something we don't know.
She loved her sister. She had terrible taste in bed.
Could have gathered that one from context clues, but thank you.
She was having a good time.
I mean, you don't think I've been racking my brain? That's what. That's why I'm here asking these questions, because I don't. There's clearly something I didn't know, maybe, or maybe was this a crime of passion? What? Who could have done this? Why doesn't anyone have the urgency that I do to find out what happened
Just
to
because
her?
we're not showing it doesn't mean there's no urgency. Some of us
We have to have all the information before we can accuse somebody. There are only so many clan members, and to lose a clan member in any capacity is a big decision. We have to be sure that we know before we can do anything, and if that means it takes a little bit, then it takes a little bit.
I just wish people would stop lying, hiding things. I can sense it.
All my dirty secrets are out in the open now.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Prima Bella, you couldn't tell me where you were. You couldn't tell me where you were.
I don't want you to think any less of me.
I could never.
She's been huffing spider plant all the time.
And
I wouldn't say all the time, but
just because it's non-toxic, still not good for you.
Have things been happening while I've been gone, Prima Bella? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you
As
sure?
fine as anyone can be in this situation.
I mean, in outside of this.
I'm fine. Everything is fine. I just decided to dabble with something that I happen to like the effects of.
Were you
Alright.
dabbling
But
on the
that does
night of the
not
murder?
mean that I killed my sister. I just didn't want Mal, I just didn't want you thinking any less of me for taking spider plant, but you know it wasn't me, right?
Stuff will fuck you up, though.
I know.
You could have done it with me. I would have babysat you.
Well, since everyone knows now about Corio's scratches, that was me. Just a bad reaction to the spider plant, I guess, but I want that out there. I understand that what I was doing was wrong, and I understand that something bad happened because of it, and I apologize for that. And as much as I enjoy doing spider plant,
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I quit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Uh,
Just know that
Coriolanus, can you confirm that those scratches were from Prima Bella?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were
They
lying
were.
to me. What did you see?
Just that.
You were with her.
I mean, yeah. It wasn't just
And
Prima Bella.
yeah, kids, weren't you with her too last night? You said you were.
We saw Corey on the roof, yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, we were with Primavera earlier, but she
So you
went
knew
back
about
and
this
did more
too?
by herself.
Oh my god.
Well, it was all three of you taking a lot of spider plant.
Not a lot.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot.
It smelled like a lot.
Well, that's because we were with Primavera.
I don't know why you're saying that. I mean, yes, I
You
took
made a
some more
mistake.
after we met up, but it's the tone you're using is very accusatory, and I would never ever hurt my sister.
I know you wouldn't hurt her. Everybody's getting really snippy about the spider plant and losing sight of the fact that mom was murdered. And the
Well,
spider plant didn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, spider plant isn't something that causes that kind of reaction,
Well,
like murder.
she scratched Corey. But I
That's
knew you didn't do
fighting.
it.
That ain't murder.
it does
There's a
kind of make you freak
difference.
out. I mean, it makes you see things. So I don't know what Prima saw.
Can we take a second? Can me and Prima have a second, please? This is just getting
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little extra right now. Are you okay?
I'm freaking out.
No, reasonably so. It's just been that was a lot of heat in your direction. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, thanks for stepping aside with me. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I know there's no way I could have hurt my sister, but at the same time, I mean, so much of last night is a blur that I don't know. Like what? No. There's no way I could have done that. I know that I couldn't have hurt my sister.
No, you love mom just as much as we do. I wouldn't never think that you would do something like that. So, but that sounds like the blood on your claws wasn't mom. That was Corey.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so.
So that makes sense in my head. Maybe you were gonna go talk to mom about it.
Don't know. I just it's so hard. I mean, with me not entirely remembering what happened last night, trying to piece together everything that's happening right now. I mean, my gut tells me that it was slow blink, but that
Mine
almost seems
too.
too easy, you know?
Well, we know that this. I had the same discussion earlier. It's like I love to point fingers and say it's slow blink, but logically, she she's just too much of a princess.
Sure, she wouldn't get her paws dirty.
And we didn't see anybody else like a henchman or something, and
Mhm.
it's I don't know. It sounds like Slow Blink and Mom had a good relationship, I guess.
Apparently,
So-
trying to make her way through the whole plan.
Yeah, so I don't know. And people are starting to think that Mal did it, and I just don't know anymore. I couldn't imagine that somebody of our own clan would do that, and I couldn't imagine you or Mal or anyone doing it. So I don't know anymore.
I am curious. Could you run me through your night with Jeremy? What did the two of you get up to again?
So the three of us did Spider Plant, and then I finally got the courage to talk to Mom about giving me a promotion, giving me more leadership, and she told me no and figured out that I was on Spider Plant and made it a bigger point as to why I shouldn't be the second or have any sort of promotion at all. And I got really upset, and that happened to be our last conversation. And then I went to talk to Jeremy about it, and we ran into Corey on the roof, and Corey gave me more shit about using Spider Plant, and then Jeremy had to hold me back because, no one wants to hear that shit twice in a row. And then we went to the park, and we took a quick 11-hour nap.
And Jeremy was with you the whole time?
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Okay.
Except for Mom's.
I don't know who or what to believe at this point. All I know is that as much as we do Spider Plant, and I know that I acted so out of line last night, but Jeremy seems to enjoy it or experience it in a way that we don't. And I don't know if that's cause for suspicion, but I am worried.
Mm-hmm. I just don't know anymore.
I don't know. I think if Jeremy really was able to commune with spirits and higher powers last night, we need to know exactly what they said to them.
Yeah. We can ask.
Okay.
I'm sure Jeremy would tell us if we asked.
Okay. Should we head back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awfully quiet in here.
Jeremy, for some reason, I'm seeing your mouth moving, but I'm getting nothing.
Uh, so how do you even like start a relationship with my mom if you guys were,
Well, I told you
not
about that moment on the battlefield when our eyes locked, and I think we both had a moment of fantasy midst the dalliance, and we kept in contact, and we actually have a lot in common. It's very difficult to run a clan, and she and I were able to commiserate about those sorts of difficulties.
Ugh, that's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm
um
glad you understand. Love sprouting from the battlefield. It's a tale as old as battlefields.
do you do you mind if um do you mind if we talk over here, mixed slow blink? Just
Yes, let's get
um
that catch up we keep talking about.
yes, yeah. Right. So look, catching up would be great and stuff, I'm sure. I don't know if you were just saying that, but um
I'm not just saying it. I want to know if you're still playing with the ball on a stick and the string. I'm
I've
curious.
graduated to feathers now, but
Ooh,
yeah, I mean it's a lot tougher. People don't really think about that, but
harder to grip.
yeah, yeah, but I mean actually I just look, I don't think a lot of people here are particularly fond of you, and um it's just that there's been like some talk about maybe you orchestrating mom's murder even if you didn't do it yourself. And to be clear, I don't believe that. I don't think that you would do that, especially if you guys were in love. Um but I just am having a hard time, I guess, figuring out who I can trust. And you always looked out for me, um, before. So I just wanted to warn you, I guess.
I appreciate this. I appreciate your honesty. It comes as no surprise that fingers have pointed my way. I am the black cat, as it were, although not literally, of course. Um, but there's nothing I would have gained from it. Peacetime is good for both of our clans, and I wouldn't have wanted to upset this, even if we hadn't had the relationship we had. As much as I revel in the battle, it is tough tough on the coffers, so believe me, the death of QZ Pop is not great for my clan either.
Right, right. So Dandy had mentioned seeing you and Mom, and I kind of wondered if I could hear your side of it. Like, what did Dandy seem like?
It seemed as though they had some sort of, the two of them had some sort of disagreement. I believe I was partially the subject, uh, but that's just what Dandelion told me. Uh, I'm
You
unsure.
left before
Truly.
they argued.
Yes, I did not hear the contents of it, unfortunately.
Right, right. I just am I don't wanna believe, anything bad about anyone in my clan, but um I don't know, I think Dandy maybe was jealous. But I don't know if
It's
that's
certainly possible, and admittedly, they are on my short list. I had Prima Bella on there as well because of the blood on the claws shenaniganery, but given that we seem to have matched that up with Coriolanus injuries,
I know I was harping on her a lot, but I mean, it's not her fault. Like we all were doing spider plant, and even if she was doing more of it, I don't think she would have hurt Mom anyway.
what are your feelings about Marshmallow? I saw them at the scene of the crime afterwards with
I don't
some.
even know what to think. I feel like she was always just so eager to be Mom's second that it never occurred to me that it could have occurred to her to want to be leader, you know? Just like not ambitious.
I will admit I have a certain distaste for loyalty when it is not directed directly at myself, and I've never particularly been very fond of Marshmallow for that reason. Too sycophantic, but it so it's coming from bias, but I would not be astonished if there was a usurpation of the throne thing happening. Given, I mean, it's very handy to be able to be the one to bring together. I've gathered you all here this evening, yada yada. And if you recall, the butler often did do it.
Yeah, I feel like I watched Clue maybe too young.
Which
Um,
ending did you get?
oh gosh, I don't know. Is there one where they all break into song maybe?
Probably. It's been a bit.
Secret ending. Um, yeah, I just I hate the feeling of being in here like we're expected to point our fingers at someone, one of our own. And so I don't really like Mal for doing that, but also I can't really envision Mal setting this up if it was her, you know?
I'm not so sure. I think a meeting like this was going to happen eventually. The Marshmallow and Dandelion are at the top of my suspicions, although Dandelion and I did have a tense but productive conversation earlier.
I guess I
It
just wanted a different perspective, you know? Everybody here is so protective of each other.
well, you know my thoughts. It's
Yeah.
either Marshmallow or Dandelion.
Yeah, I don't know what I think yet, but thanks for talking it out with me.
Of course, and let's throw around a feather sometime.
That would be nice. I'd like that.
So, have we figured out who done it?
The
Nope.
butler.
That is oddly abrupt. Slow blink. I think we still
Uh,
got a
it
little
is
bit
a
more
kind of my
deliberating to
style.
do.
Might have
I'm
just
just
been a badly timed joke, you know? Seeing if you guys figured it out while we were talking.
No. Can I talk to y'all being Marbles and Jeremy and Bella for just a second?
Yep, that's fine.
Hmm, sure.
So, I am not here to do the whole I'm not mad, I'm disappointed thing about the spider plant. Promise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to ask what you saw. Because I've done. You might be surprised to hear this, but I have done my fair share of spider plant in my time. It can do some things.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear some things. You can
Mm-hmm.
see some things. I just want to know what was going on. All right? You can be straight with me and tell the truth. I'm not going to be like, oh my goodness, how could you? Or I don't believe you on any of this. Because again, I've been around the block. I'm not going to call you a liar or say you're crazy. Promise.
Um, this. So you know about the spirits and stuff talking to you on the spider plant.
I do. It's a little bit of a rare one, but yeah.
They they told me to talk to mom, and that's really all I got out of it.
They didn't say what for, they just said to go talk to her.
Uh, that's the whole reason I was doing it, was to get strong enough to get the courage and the strength to be able to start leading. So I I just took it as a sign. And then it
Um,
backfired.
It's unfortunately life. But
Yeah.
I just look, if I tell you what they told me, you gotta you gotta understand, okay? They the spirit said that mom was gonna be murdered, and I ignored it. I didn't believe it
well, if
because
you've had you ever seen the spirits before that point? Had you ever heard them before that point?
I mean once or twice, but I mean with Corey telling me all the time that's just hallucinations. It's been really
Without
hard.
it's hard to believe when those things happens because there's sometimes you have a bad trip, like Prima Bella, and things you hear, hey, bad thing is gonna happen, or you should go do bad thing. It happens.
Well, and I was kind of worried because Marbles, you were all worked up when you went off to see mom, but I didn't think anything of it. And then I was like trying to commune again some more, but there was no more anything from the spirits. And so I just pretty much stuck with Marbles after that because I knew you would be upset and I didn't want anything to happen. But I just keep thinking maybe if I had gone with you to say something, but mom would have just got mad at me too, you
Yeah.
know?
No, I understand.
Now, were there any specifics that the spirits told you about what was going to happen, or was it just an ominous vagary?
Just ominous vagary, which is why I think it was easy to ignore.
That sounds about right. What about you, Bella? Was it just a bad trip last night?
Bad trip, I guess. I mean, I don't remember communing with any spirits or anything. I didn't hear anything. I don't even really remember what happened. Just brief flashes of memory, but I've said everything I need to say already.
Okay. I just wanted to double check, alright? I don't think you've done anything wrong. I understand, okay?
About you, Dandy. I mean, after you and I met up with QZ Pop at the at the Malted Goose, where did you go after?
I wandered and visited a few other people. I saw. Now, I didn't say this before. I did see you kids leaving the nursery. earlier in the day, but I didn't say anything. And after that, I went hunting, and then I went to go do some more private catch up with QZ Pop, not like that. Just to talk to her about some more serious matters, and that is when I saw her with Slow Blink, and we got into an argument. I left to go cool my head after that. Went clear across town because I just could not.
I mean, that would
Couldn't talk
upset
to her.
anybody.
Yeah.
You-
I mean, Slow Blink, of all the cats,
I
It
know,
sounds
right?
like it was whatever they had was real.
I don't doubt that. But your mama has better taste than that.
Yeah.
But I was frustrated. I was upset because of all the things that Slow Blink has done to our family, and could not understand, and I still don't quite understand what they had going on. We got an argument about it. I said basically stuff like that, but much angrier. I left to go cool my head because I couldn't keep talking to her like that. Because I know it's no way to talk to somebody. After that, I don't know what happened.
So, as far as we know, then, Slowblink was the last cat to see QZ Pop before I found her the next morning.
No.
There's a gap
The last
there.
cat to see QZ Pop was Dandy because Slowblink left and then Dandy had an argument
Wait,
with
While I was
Mom.
leaving, I did see Marshmallow.
I was about to say I thought Mal was there too.
Mal was, as I was leaving, I saw Mal in the alleyway.
What was Mal
So,
doing?
I have no idea.
Talk to Mal.
Yeah, you should go talk to Mal.
Yeah.
Probably a good conversation to have.
I feel like a lot of us have been doing a lot of talking, but we haven't gotten a whole lot from Mal's perspective.
Yeah.
Besides being angry is fair. Everybody deals with different.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not trying to accuse, just observing.
We gotta hear Mal's side of the story about what happened last night.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know I love all y'all.
Hmm.
I love you
Right.
too. Thank you.
Whatever happens,
Ugh, the sunbeam is moved.
Again? Why won't
I
it
don't.
just stay
Right.
put?
I mean, the sun does move across the sky. What are we talking about?
That can't be right.
What, the sun
Sun,
moving?
yeah, the sun's always where it is until it's not.
Well, yeah, because
See,
it
the sun
moves.
revolves around the Earth.
Yeah,
Now, I don't think that's right.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm pretty sure it's a toy that one of the big cats in the sky just kind of bats across.
It's the big laser pointer in the sky.
Yeah, the moon's a big yarn ball.
I love that big yarn ball.
Yeah.
That's such a good big yarn ball.
I love it when we talk theology.
Mal, can I talk to you for a sec? I guess I just wanted to check in and see how you were feeling about everything, the spider plant thing. I'm sorry I didn't tell you about it sooner.
I knew something was happening. I'm just glad you're not cheating on me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel a lot of things. I mean, I love you. I'll be there for you. I'll help you. I
appreciate
you
that.
know, I don't think you did this. I still don't think that even if you were fucked up. You don't have it in you.
Yeah, and I know you don't have it in you either. That's why when I want you to know that I don't mean this in like a way of trying to accuse you or anything. I'm just trying really to piece together what happened last night, but I do briefly remember seeing you hunting last night around where I was taking a nap. And what did you get up to last night?
Well, I had my nightly meeting with QZ Pop. Marble showed up acting weird. Now I know why. Wants this job, apparently. And then I was dismissed, and I hunted for a couple hours. It's probably when you saw me, usual spots. And I actually went to go see you, yell outside your window, but you weren't there. Now I know why that is as well. I saw Corey. We talked briefly. They said they were worried about you. Parted ways. And then I feel awful. I found her. I found her. She was already dying. I went back to the alley after I saw Corey, and it was like out of my worst nightmare. She was already lying there bleeding, and I didn't see anyone else around. It was horrific, and she was bleeding out and lived just long enough to say my name one last time and lick my paw. And I just ran. I didn't tell anyone. And I probably couldn't have gotten help, but I should have tried. I had her blood on my paws.
I'm so sorry you had to see that. This was after
Why?
you saw Choreo on the roof?
Yeah.
Do you
A
think
while after. I don't know.
there's any way Choreo could have done this? Do you?
I don't know what to think. I don't know. Let's go back to everyone. I want to hash this out. I want to figure this out.
Okay. Let's go.
Could we put this to a vote, or does your clan not do the whole democracy thing?
To a vote, but first we're going to talk about it.
Where do we start?
Well, I don't think it was Primavera. I know it wasn't. And I don't think it was the kids. Marbles, Jeremy, you couldn't have done this.
No.
And I don't even know that I think it was you, Slowblink. You don't. There's no motive. Doesn't make sense.
Someone gets it.
But I don't know. Dandy? Corey? I don't know.
I've said what I needed to say about where I was and what I saw. Last person I saw around the malted goose was you, Mal. So that's all I've got.
Well,
After
I
you
know Mal
fought with
didn't do
her.
this.
I won't deny I fought with her, but it was words, and I left to cool my head. I would never in a million years hurt.
Andy would never.
Well, what about you, Slowblink? You are one of the last cats to be seen with her. Who do you think you did it?
Who do I think did it? Marshmallow is currently topping my list. The motive is there for a chance at the leadership. Last to see the deceased alive. Was at the scene of the crime when I returned to it. All signs point that way. It pains me, given Marshmallow's just moments ago defense of me, but I cannot tell a lie.
Well, I don't want to be leader. She was everything.
Let's let's just vote unless anybody has anything else to say. Don't drag it out, you know?
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Do we
Well,
cast our
then-
votes aloud or in secret?
Game
I'm
runners,
gonna
do we cast
cut
our
in here
votes
and say
aloud?
aloud.
Marshmallow.
Do we go in a circle or?
We can. Dandy, I'm sorry. I think it was you.
I think it was Marshmallow.
Coriolanus, I think you're next in the circle.
Uh, sorry, Mal.
Well, I know Mal would never do this. And as much as it pains me to say it, I think it was Jeremy.
What?
I think it's odd that they were the ones who heard the voices saying that QZ Pop was going to die.
You can't hold that against him.
Wait, I
For
thought.
someone who didn't remember what she did on Spider Plant, you sure are accusing me for what I do remember.
Well, wait, I thought Jeremy and Marbles, you two were with each other last night.
We were.
And
We
then
were
you
only separate when Marbles went to talk to Mom, and I went back to the greenhouse.
took a nap. Who's to say you didn't go off while Marbles was still asleep?
I feel like I would have woken up for that. I'm a very defensive cat. I would not have just slept through that.
I owe my life to QZ Pop. Mom rescued me, so you can think what you want, but I didn't kill her.
Let's get our votes from Marbles and Jeremy. The suspense is killing me. Sorry about the language choice.
No, it's I mean, already said I think it's Dandy, but Marshmallow and Marbles both need to vote.
I've had such a hard time figuring out who it could be. I know I'm supposed to be strong, but it's been really hard
It's
with
okay.
Mom's passing. It couldn't have possibly been Dandy. You're like a dad to me. Corey, you've been there for me my whole life. It couldn't have been you. I thought it might have been Slow Blink, but it's just not something that she would have done. Jeremy was with me the whole time. Couldn't have possibly been him. I tr- I trust Prima Bella. I don't think it'd be her. And Mal, like, I know, like, you piss me off a lot. But I didn't think you'd have it in you to do something like that. But you're the last one there. I don't know what else to think.
I would like to change my answer. Now, this is particularly painful for me to say. But Corey, I think it was you.
Whoa, 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 what? Wait, what?
I don't see why I would lash out against somebody, spider plant or no, if I didn't have cause to. The fact that you were also seen at the scene of the crime before QZ Pop's murder is also really suspicious.
I was looking for all of you. I was trying to make sure all of you were okay. This is insane. No. Wait, no. All of you know me, right? The reason I kept a lid on Prima Bella attacking me was because I didn't want her getting in trouble. I didn't want that besmirching her name. Okay? That's the reason I kept that secret.
I just don't see why else I would attack you.
You were on the craziest amount of drugs. That's why you attacked me. That's what it makes you do.
Even still, I have never acted out like that before. And it's not an effect that either Marbles or Jeremy have experienced.
Okay,
We
no.
take it to commune with the spirits, not to give us some kind of strength or anything, or to, induce some kind of rage that would make us act out.
Oh, the spirits, huh?
And maybe the spirits that Jeremy heard was just a conversation overheard during which you might have said something incriminating.
You didn't hear spirits. All of you heard your own brains echoing in your heads. This is insanity. What motive do I have for killing her? I liked her. She was great.
She was great isn't like the same endorsement that any of the rest of us necessarily have. We all loved her.
Dandy, I just really want to understand the argument.
Y'all know how I feel about Mixed Slowblink over there and the things that their clan has done to ours. To find out that someone I care very deeply for could put all of that aside, all of that bloodshed, all of that death, everything that's been done, it made me upset. It made me angry. I said some very unkind things to her last night. But I would never lash out at her. She, just as much as you kids are my reason for coming back, she was my whole world.
That's what happens, though. Crimes of passion.
Could never have done that.
Oh, I've lost track of where we are.
You're the only one who hasn't voted, I think.
Well, I was gonna abstain as the de facto leader now. It didn't seem right for me to cast a vote here.
Oh, come on, Mal.
Morals, but I guess Dandelion. I don't feel good about it, but probably gonna get clawed to death anyway, so.
So where does that leave us?
So the vote is 4 for Marshmallow, 2 for Dandelion, 1 for Coriolanus.
Well, I didn't expect this to be how it shook out.
Sorry it came down to this, Mel.
I
Yeah,
can't
Marbles, I
believe-
was gonna ask if you wanted to be my second. That's what your mom would have wanted.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
I just thought that would be dramatic.
It's traumatic. I don't know what to say.
Oh, the audience is getting to vote. I see.
So should I reveal it then, or does anyone have anything else to say?
Nope. I think you should reveal it.
Let's let the audience vote finish first.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Audience,
I take
vote
it-
now on your phones for who done it.
Call 1-800-IDOLS.
Oh my god.
Let Ryan Seacrest know who you thought murdered this cat.
Was it this one?
Yeah, I see murder in those eyes.
Oh.
No murderer.
All right. I believe I'm gonna
It's almost
kinda
done.
cut it off. Yeah. What's the time left? Oh, there we go. Just gonna while we're waiting here, I just want to say thank you to everyone here. You all did such a fantastic job.
Thank you for writing this.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
it's
awesome.
so
Amazing.
good.
Thank you. I hope
I'm
that
like-
everyone liked it and that everyone continues to like it when I tell you in 2 seconds that you got it wrong.
Yeah.
No!
Uh-oh.
Who was it?
Well, would you like to reveal yourself?
It was me.
Damn.
I knew it! I knew it!
was me.
I had my
That
suspicions.
low-class trap.
My dad!
I voted for you.
Doesn't that make everything I said so much worse?
Wow.
I
It
love
was
you
a crime of
guys.
passion.
Yeah,
This is
it
great.
was. Literally, the way that it's written is that I got so mad I saw red. Like I started to go after Slow Blink as they left, and QC Pop followed me, and I just whip around and I just clawed her throat out because I was so angry. And then I realized what I did, and I fucking ran.
Wow.
Your acting was too good. I was like
Thank you.
convinced.
Look, so did you add the stuff about like having past relationship with QC Pop?
It's a thing in our relationships. Let me scroll up to it. She was a lifelong friend and someone you could trust. The thing you look forward to the absolute most when you came back to town was spending time with her. You always thought that if you ever decided to settle down, you would try and settle down with
Okay.
her. So it's not like specifically relationship, but it's very much an
Implied.
implied like
You can
we
read
care
between
about
the
each other
lines.
very much, but I'm
'Cause
not
that's
there
what
all the time.
Started tipping me off was when you said that, as I was like, what if this
Yeah.
was a crime of passion?
Should we reveal all of our secrets?
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fun.
Like, I'd spill the tea.
Yeah.
Mine all
I
came
think
out.
I revealed all mine in the thing.
There's one that me and Prima Donna should probably reveal.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that is, we were, so you know how Prima
You
Donna
knew
and
it.
Marshmallow are supposed to be in a relationship?
Okay, I knew it.
Yeah, no, me and Prima Donna. And we didn't do
I knew
any
it.
scenes to play with that because I was trying to pull the whole, like, this is not the time kind of thing.
Yeah. I know
Yep.
that's why when you were like, "Oh, I thought you were cheating on me," I was like, "Yeah."
'Cause
I was
I knew it.
definitely not.
I knew it.
Did we ever explicitly
believe
say
it.
we were in a cult?
We did not. We got into
What?
some weird stuff at the end, but we were
Yeah.
a cult. Yeah.
Our little
Is that where the
spider plant
spirit
cult.
stuff comes from?
Oh my
Yeah.
god! What?
It's a
Okay.
cult.
My two secrets were you had a romantic relationship with the leader, which came out obviously, and then also briefly mentioned it, and we kind of see it in the scene that I had Coriolanus. My second one is Coriolanus is secretly loyal to you.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Mm.
My only actual secret was that I'm the murderer.
Mm.
I was like the only one actually listed.
That's
It was
awesome.
very funny. I opened the thing, I started reading it, and I got to that, and I read it, and I literally out loud was like, oh my fucking god. I had a thought before opening it. I was like, what if I'm the murderer? Lo and behold. It's so good.
Yeah. You were with the leader when she died. The bloody footprints of the scene were yours, and you did not get help after seeing her die. And no one asked me about my night the entire.
The final scene being you spilling that was so good.
Thank you. I texted Susan. I was like, should I reveal that now? Yeah, this is really fun.
Oh yeah,
This was
definitely.
great.
I loved it.
Yeah, this is
Also,
great.
I'm
everyone
taking a lot
was
of
so
notes.
good.
I highly recommend everybody play this.
Yeah.
Well, now they
if
know all the
anyone-
secrets.
Well, like even if you
Yeah.
know, it's still fun to play.
Oh yeah.
Or run
You
it
know?
for your friends, right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
facilitate it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want to do this with your friends, you can actually purchase the game. Oh geez, I should have a link to this already. It's at qzpop.itch.io. F's in chat for my persona. / Mewdunnit, and it is now in the chat.
It's so good. Also, I hope the audience appreciates the fake nails. These hurt so bad.
They were great. They were great.
Yeah, everyone looks fantastic. I'm
Yeah.
very, very happy with how all this turned out.
This fur
And
was
thank
so
you all
hot.
in the audience.
Yeah, it's
for joining
85
us.
degrees out, and I was like, let me just put on this fancy fur coat.
I got multiple layers on. I'm
I'm
dying in my room.
sweating.
It's so bad.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this in June and not July.
God.
Okay, well, thank you everyone so much for joining us, and I hope that until next time, you don't get murdered by cats.
Don't
you.
find out that your dad murdered your mom.
So true.
Again?